everyone. So this video is going to be about the cross-section tool in Civillo, which is one of my personal favorites. So we want to click on this profile / cross-section button there on the map. And now we can just drag the A and the B to wherever we need cross-section anywhere on the projects anywhere we've got data, and in particular 3D data. So we can see here, I'm just narrowing this down on this area here. So we've got a designed service cutting through, and we've got some installed services cutting through that. So we can have a look at the cross section here to see how they're interacting. Firstly, we've got this A and B line here on the section panel that is the terrain that we've got loaded into the project. So in this case, we can see down here that it's the existing surface that we've got turned on. That could be a design surface as well, if you choose to turn that terrain on for the section. We can see the top and the bottom of the designed pipe that we've sort of run our line through, and we can also see the different points where the installed services are cutting through as well. So if you want to get a bit more information about all that, I'll just double back here to show you where I click then. This three little dots icon here, that's the cross-section menu. That's where all the most of the tools for the cross-sections live. So if I click on that, this first one here is the hit line. So that's basically a labeler. So as I scroll across now, you can see I'm actually getting labels on the services as well as that label on the terrain there. Now, I just click the left mouse button there to sort of freeze those couple of labels in place and drag them around. You can close them off as well if you need to. So I'm just going to close those ones off so we're not doubling up too much on that top and bottom of the pipe there. But we can see that I've sort of put these labels on in place. We can see the heights attached to them. So we can see that this comms that is running through is actually running through the middle of the pipe, and we can see by how much. Now, if we want to sort of go a step further in terms of how deep is this from the existing surface or the design surface, this relative heights is the sort of next level up on the hit line. So when I turn that on, now my labels are actually giving me depth from the existing terrain model that we have loaded in, and the different features, or in this case, services running underneath the ground. This can also be used for above ground structures and 3D models too, which I'll show you I'll show you an example of in a second. Just to sort of finish off a couple of the other items here in the menu. So there's some auto labeling functionality as well. Similarly, there's some sort of auto label the RLs, the elevations on. There's the ability to maneuver the y-axis, so that vertical axis you can manipulate to sort of narrow down what you're looking at, especially if you have data that's at 0 or 2D level. You can cut that out quite easily. You can hide the terrain if you're just interested in the features rather than the terrain model that you're looking at. And then you can download this section out as a PDF or an image. So PDF will contain the cross-section panel and the map view as well, whereas the image will just give you the cross-section panel itself. Before I move over to a 3D model of a structure, I'll just point out that I can click the left mouse again on the map to add vertices to that cross section, so you can sort of keep that going as long as you need to do like a long section or follow an alignment, go around corners, things like that. Now, if I exit this, I'll move over to one of these structures. Might move over down to this one, just to show you how it also looks in a 3D sense. So if I sort of pull that through there, that's obviously we've got here a crosshead, pier, and pile sitting from above ground to below grounds. Again, they've got that existing surface there as the reference point. And also just to point out here, this measure icon on the cross-section panel itself. I can actually do measurements within the section here, and I can lock that on as it turns red there. It's locking onto the feature in the cross-section panel here. And if I click this button here, show axis separation, that'll actually give me my horizontal and my vertical, as well as just this diagonal length there. I can also do an area with this measure tool here. So if I wanted to sort of get the cross-sectional area of this particular feature, I can do that. And again, snapping, not snapping, sort of up to you how you manage that. Last couple of things. You can zoom in, we can zoom out, we can pan. again, just using these buttons here. And apart from that, I think that's pretty much it for now for the cross sections.